A lot of people have heard of Three Eye Atlas. Get it? Three Eye, the third eye atlas. I want to tell you what this is all about. First of all, it's Project Bluebeam. Okay. This is Project Bluebeam. There is no real thing floating around out there because we know that they just give us false cosmology. If you understand true biblical cosmology, that Earth is covered with the dome, the firmament, and Earth is flat and stationary, then there's no way possible that this thing is what they're telling you. I want to tell you what it is and what it represents. Because even though this is fake in that sense, it still represents something. They speak through false flag attacks. They speak through psyops like this. They're telling us stuff through these things. So they named it Three Eye Atlas, hence the third eye, the pineal in your mind, the pineal gland. Remember, Jacob wrestled with the angel of the Lord at Peniel in the Old Testament, and he said, I saw God face to face. Well, this is the mind's eye. That's what they're telling you through Three Eye Atlas, third eye Atlas. Atlas was the mythological character that held up the world. Okay. And also, Atlas is a map of the world. So why is Three Eye Atlas closest to Earth? They're telling us. Again, this is a psyop, but they're speaking through it. Telling us that it's closest to Earth in December, about mid-December. Well, mid-December is late fall. And this is when the Spirit fell onto Jesus when he was baptized. Okay. And when Jesus was walking around, he told people, he said, I do only what I see my Father do in heaven. Hence, third eye, the pineal connection to God. Okay. What this is showing us in December, late fall, is that happening to the 144,000. Okay. That's what they're telling us. Late fall, just like the time of Jesus. Well, the 144,000 going to get that same anointing. And we see a picture of this in the book of 2 Kings with the story of Elijah and Elisha. Elijah told Elisha, if you see me leave, then you will get a double portion of the anointing from the Spirit. And that's what happened. Elijah, whose name equals 45, which is the square root of 2025, was caught up in the whirlwind and went to heaven. Now, when that happened, Elisha saw him, and he got a double anointing of the Spirit. It fell upon him, just like Jesus. And Elisha's name equals 54. So Elijah is 45, Elisha is 54. They're mirrors of each other. And if you add them together, it's 99, which is the value of rapture in simple gematria. So could it be that Elisha got a double portion of the Spirit, just like when it fell on Jesus, at the same time as Jesus in the late fall? And also that would have been when, around the time that Elijah was taken up. Maybe. So that's what Three Eye Atlas is, third eye. And look at this. The words Three Eye Atlas, when you spell it out, equal in simple gematria 144. So that's what this has to do with, getting that portion, that anointing of the Spirit, falling on somebody and being directly connected with God. We see this in the book of Revelation, chapter 7, when the 144,000 are sealed in their foreheads with the seal of God. You see, it has to do with their foreheads. Right? They're sealed. They're directly connected. It says wherever they follow the Lamb, wherever he goes, just like Jesus did whatever the Father did, what he saw from the Father. It's the same thing. So that's what Three Eye Atlas represents, and it's closest to Earth in December, around the time of Hanukkah on the Gregorian calendar, but not on God's calendar. But it is an interesting pattern, interesting connection. So I just wanted to explain to you what Three Eye Atlas actually represents. It's Project Bluebeam. It's not something swirling around in the air, in outer space. Outer space doesn't exist. And they're putting it there and naming it these things to show us things. Also, in the story of Elijah and Elisha, you can see for yourself the 42-month Great Tribulation there, a pattern. That is when Elisha is walking, he has a bald head, just like Job. Job has 42 chapters, picture of the Great Tribulation, 42 months. And Elisha runs into 42 children, and they mock him. And two she-bears, destroy the 42 children. That's a picture of the two witnesses and the 42 months. And Elisha is a picture of the Jews going through Great Tribulation. So it's all there. We are in year 5995 on the biblical calendar. Easy way to see that is just multiply. 5 times 9 times 9 times 5 is 2025. So 2030 is the 6,000th year. And we will be coming up to the Feast of Trumpets, October 6th and 7th, the full moon, super full moon, harvest moon, which is the true new moon.